Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. And I want to get into a conversation that Carmelo Anthony recently had on a podcast. I think it was his podcast when he was asked about him going to Miami when LeBron went down to Miami to play with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, right? And so he said that Carmelo Anthony said that, you know, he didn't want basically when it came down to it, he didn't really want any parts of being like the fourth option on that team. You know, he thought that he would have been the fourth option or at least the third option on that team because he was more so interested in like doing his own thing because he was the number one option on the team that he had. You know, he was on the Denver Nuggets at the time. And he was more so interested in trying to get his team over the hump instead of going to play with LeBron. So, and he said that he didn't think that he was mentally like in the mindset at that age where he would have been able to sacrifice or make the sacrifices necessary for him to make a move like that. And so, in my opinion, I think it's commendable that Carmelo Anthony, you know, he wanted to do his own thing and he would have preferred to build his own team, you know, because I mean, that's the, you know, you want to be a competitor in this sport. You don't want, you know, you don't want everybody to want to play with each other and just, you know, just try to just dominate, have an unfair advantage, right? And so I think that's commendable for Carmelo to want to do his own thing. Although Carmelo, you know, he was never able to win a championship during his career. He did still have a very good career. And a lot of times when people think about those teams in Miami, you know, the big three that won those championships, you know, they give LeBron all the credit for those. Like Dwayne Wade don't really get a lot of credit for those two championships they won in Miami. Chris Bosh, you know, people rarely ever bring up Chris Bosh when LeBron is the one who get the, you know, he gets the lion's share of those, of those accolades. And so I'm not sure that if it was really worth it for Chris Bosh or Dwayne Wade to make those sacrifices. I think it more so helped out LeBron's his legacy and his image. Although at first LeBron, his image took a hit at first, right? When he first made the decision to go to Miami. But once he got down there and, you know, they won those 2 rings, that was, you know, that's 2 notches that he was able to add to his belt. I still think that if LeBron would have stayed in, if he had stayed in Cleveland and won 2, I think you know that would have been a better look for him. You know, even if he only had 2, like he had 4 now, but I don't even really count like the bubble one. I disregard that. The only real championship I really count is the championship that he won in Cleveland. You know, that was really his team. The situation where he went to in Miami, that was, you know, that wasn't his team. He didn't put that together. He didn't really have a lot of control. It was just, you know, he was able to go there because he couldn't get nobody to come to Cleveland. Even Carmelo said in his interview that he wasn't interested in going to Cleveland. He wanted no parts of going to Cleveland. He said it would have been more of they stood more of a chance of those two, Carmelo and LeBron, going to Chicago or New York together, but he didn't want to play in Cleveland. So, you know, but yeah, I think it's commendable for Carmelo to say, you know, to make that move and say that, look, man, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna try to build over here. I'd rather compete against, you know, the best in the league instead of trying to go and team up with him. You know, it didn't work out, but I still think, you know, even though he didn't get a ring, I think, you know, Carmelo still had, like I said, a very good career. And, you know, appreciate the effort that they put into it. That's my take on the situation. Make sure to, you know, leave a comment below. I want to know how you all feel about, you know, Carmelo saying that he didn't want any parts of being, you know, on LeBron's team, you know, and being a fourth option. He'd rather do his own thing, be his own man, and you know, and take his chances like that. So, like I said, leave a comment, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will check you all out on the next episode. Peace.